Hello everyone, 1 second please. I'm just making sure it goes live on Facebook. Go live. Mom, could you share it on Facebook if possible? Thank you. Right, there we go. We should be all good to go. Hi everyone, 1 second. How's everyone's week been? Feel like ours has been pretty good. What? We're getting ready for Brisbane at the moment, so stencil restocking was today, and while we did the restock, I also cut this brand new one thanks to Mum's Designs. Look at the dragonflies. They're so cute. They are so tiny too. Here's my tea ruler, my Scrapbook Fantasies tea ruler. So they are only ½ inch each. Look how cute they are. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Tina. So we're going to be using this new Dragonflies stencil, which is number 100. We have 100 exclusive Scrapbook Fantasy stencils, which is pretty cool. And then we're also going to be using one of these new rice paper girls. So there's 4 of them. I have multiples here on my desk just in case, I decided to use 2. But so we've got this lovely one here. This is the one ending in 03 with the light purpley pink text script, and this one here has the mustard script, and then we have the green script, and then we have the dark purple script. So they all look very, very beautiful. I think I'm actually going to use the mustard and this light purple one because I just think they look beautiful together. Like, look at that there. I do like the 2 of them together. So I reckon I'm going to use those 2. So let me just move all these other beautiful ones out of paint range because we don't want to get paint on them. Goodness me. That'd just be Dodgerama. So let's come in and have a look-see, shall we? Oh, hello, Di. Righty, alright, so got our tub of water, which is our gem jar. Let's come and see. Right, so they sit beautifully on the center there. So what I want to come and do is I just want to remove the excess around the edges here of our girls.
It's only available till the 1st of December.
Oh, these are only available until the 1st of December.
That's the rice papers.
The rice papers. The stencil will be available for a very long time. I don't know if you've seen our post for the non-patterned paper packs, but they're a mystery bundle pack that we do, but with no patterned paper. This is the last time they will be getting released, as the we're changing up our system a little bit more, so then it's easier on myself to manufacture all the products, because we have quite a lot of ranges now. So if you want more details, just have a look at that post from earlier today on our Facebook page. So let's just come in, and I'm going to give about an inch berth around the 2 girls here. So we're just going to use our wet paintbrush, and I'm using a fairly thick one. We're going to have to move a little bit fast with this technique tonight, just because it is fairly hot in Glasgow. And I don't know about the rest of Australia right now, but we are muggy. We need rain. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you can relate to that. So let's just come in and go along the side here. Now, don't worry. Ooh. We're going to blend in the edges of this rice paper when we come and stick down the girls. But I want to use the excess first because the girls are going to go on top. So we see them nice and clearly. Yeah, it means that the site will be a little bit more searchable too for you, all of you lovely ladies. So let's come and do the same for this girl here. Here we go.
Okay, I'll share with a million places.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mum. So let's just come in and take off the top there. But yes, if there was any collection that you truly loved, there's some there. There is some that are unavailable because they are already going over to the new system. Just as a heads up. And if you want to see what you can do with a non-pen and paper mystery pack, you can have a look at our design team's Facebook pages, because they've all been designing beautiful stuff with it. So here we go. So there's that girl. So, oh, hello from Melbourne, Karen. Oh, I know these papers are beautiful. Muggy there too. Well, I'm glad to see that we're not the only ones. We have no Muggy, only Rain today. Oh, wow. Fingers crossed that it comes up here, eh? Maybe not the same rainstorm, though. There we go. So perfect. Beautiful. That's what we want. So there's two sitting there, but we're going to come in and mesh them in a little bit because their colors are a little bit different. So let's just move these to one side and let's paint our background. So I'm thinking a bit of teal acrylic paint, but I want to really kind of water it down. Now, we don't have to be worried about these water techniques because this is going to dry really fast up here in Gladstone. If you are in a colder place, please note that you'll maybe need a heat tool or let it dry a bit longer when watching this video on replay and making the page. So we're going to use our gesso brush, the size 4 one. There we go. A bit of our teal, and then I'm going to go and re-dunk it in that water. So then we can come in and really get a nice gradient coverage there. So beautiful, stunning. Look at that there. So that's just our base coat, nice and on there. And then what we want to come and do is we want to grab a bit of this white acrylic paint. Now this is a new tube, so I'm just going to have to take off the tip bit. I've been doing a little bit of painting since uni's finished outside of classes, so I've been going through a bit of white paint. I've realised on the weekends. Then we're just going to put a bit of white down there and our paint palette. And without cleaning our paintbrush, I'm going to come in, get the white, and we're going to put a bit of white in the center. Now, the reason for this is so that when we stick down our girls, they don't, because we're going to stick them down with gel medium, so then it, like, you know, their background seeps into the paper underneath and really blends nicely. They don't go, they stay to their true colors a little bit by adding the white in behind. So we're not going to see this realistically, but we will in the end result because our rice paper girls will have a lot of brightness to them. There we go. Now what we're going to come and do is, while we let that dry, we're going to come in and stick some of this rice paper that we've got from our edges down before doing our stenciling. So the main part about this is, so on this page here, we're going to do the girl with the light purple / pinky script, and the girl with the mustard script we're going to do on this side of our art journal. So the main thing here is that we want to use the mustard script edges on the page that we're going to have the purple script go on, and the purple script on the mustard script side. So then we can really blend the two rice papers together. Cold and wet here. Okay, we must be one of the few places that are having really hot weather. Well, that's good that everyone else is getting rain. It's really good. Okay, so let's get some gel medium matte. You could use gloss for this. I just prefer matte. However, gloss has some really cool techniques that you can do with it. So let's get some of that matte out. The other option is the Deco Podge, but I am doing this on top of wet paint. So I'm gonna use the gel medium matte for this first step. I also want to blend it a little bit in more into the background. I just don't want it to sit on top like with the Deco Podge. So let's come in and get the gel medium matte on the back of our rice paper, and then we get some mustard on that side. So we're going to put the mustard text over here. Bit of the glue down. This one here down, and then we come in with the glue, and then we we'll glue down there, and look at that. Taking on the color, it's perfect, seeped right through. That's exactly what we want. And then let's get some of this purple. So we're not going to bother with the middle of the page because that's obviously a part where we're not going to see it. You know? Then just come in. Rub that down. And let's come do another purple piece of script. So this is just about going to be just about blending in
Yep, come on.
the two rice papers together so then they work really nicely. So there we go. And then do you think we need another piece of mustard over on this page? So just grabbing that gel medium. I'm putting a bit of script down here. Just getting a bit of it, the white edge off there. There we go. We have the margins on our rice paper and vellums so then you guys get the best quality print. Some people we always have a few customers always ask why, and it's so then the print is always at its best quality. There we go. And then let's just come in and see how it looks now. So when we put the mustard down here, we're obviously going to come in and wet a bit more off. And put the purple down there. Excellent, beautiful. Okay, that's good. Now, let's just move the excess of these over to one side. And what we want to get is we want to get the... I was going to see where my blending brush was. And just come in and blending brush on some of our little 1/4-inch dragonflies. And I think I'm going to do that with maybe some of the dark purple or this dark blue, perhaps. Yeah. with the dark blue and get a blending brush and really blend it out. So let me just see, or we can use a sponge. We might use the sponge. Hold up. Do I have a... Yep, that will work. Okay, so here we go. So we've got our sponge. I might just cut off the bit that's dried out on the sponge here, so then we don't run into any problems. You can always cut up sponges. There we go. Sits really well on the finger there, as you can see, nice and topped. So what we're just going to do is we're just going to grab a bit of the blue and see how we've got a bit of a glomp on either side. What we want to come and do is we just want to make sure we're inked but without globbiness. And then we're going to come in and just... Oh, because I have blue on my finger. These scissors are really getting in the way. Move. There we go. Just come in. And dab it up and down. And let the paint fade out. We're not going to reload while we're dabbing. My rice paper wasn't fully stuffed down. 1 second. Just come fix it up. There we go. And there's one lot of our dragonflies. Look at that. Look how cute they are. And then I think we're going to come and do a few on this side here now. So we just come and put our stencil down like so. Sponge back over top. I personally like sponges where I can hold them over my finger like this because I find I've got a bit more control where I can kind of pre-see where the sponge is going to go because it's right at the tip where my finger lands. I find it very helpful. Okay. There we are, see? And then if we just come and do some in the middle here. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So now let's have a look at where these sit. So with our paintbrush and water again, what we're going to do now, if you want your sponge to live and to wash it out, you want to put it in some water and you want to soak it in the water for about 20 minutes or so. Mine typically soak a bit longer because of classes, and then go and wash it out in the sink. And that just involves squeezing it and putting a bit of soap on it and squeezing it some more, you know, all the fun stuff there. So let's just come in. We're just having a look at where we need to take off a little bit more of our rice paper along the edge here. There we go. Because we've already got the stencils down and they're dry because we did a nice thin layer of the sponges. Can come in and see where we can take off a bit of that excess, and we can see the mustard print and everything else, and where it overlaps as well. We can come in and just remove that edge. Sometimes I leave this until after I stick it down, but I think I'm going to remove it now. It also makes it so that if you've got any edges that look a bit too straight, you can come in and give them a bit of a razzle-dazzle. And then, like always, we want to try and give our spine a little bit of a wide berth. Now, this is just because we don't want to wreck the spine of our art journal. It's very important to keep it intact. So there is that lovely girl. Yeah, we haven't stuck her down yet. Just as a heads up, this is what she's going to look like. What she's going to look like there. And then I think we're going to come in and add a bit of the script, the purple script that we've just taken off the edges, just in a few spots, just to bring it in, like so. See? Kind of thing. And then let's come and look at our mustard colored one. So we want to come in. I definitely think we can take off this back edge here. Perfect. And just coming in. Once again. Moving along that spine edge. Like, no, what you doing? Don't worry, we'll come in and fill in those flowers. Perfect. There we go. See? Nice and simple. And then we can come and put a bit of mustard script down here as well, I think. There's our mustard script down here. Purple. Purple. There we go. Rightio. So let's come in and stick these down. So grab out our, I think I'm going to use gel medium for the small bits, and then use Deco Podge for the larger bits of rice paper. Now, the reason for using Deco Podge for the larger pieces of rice paper is that I want to come and do some stamping, and we need the rice paper to be touch dry with the glue before we come and do some stamping on top. So, and gel medium does take a bit of a long time to dry, and I want the rice paper girls to kind of sit on top a little bit. I did think at the beginning of class that I wanted them to kind of seep into the background, but I don't think so anymore. I think they really need to sit on top, really, you know, have a statement. Here we go. Nice. And then let's come in and grab that Deco Podge now. Lift up these bad ones. Okay. Let's put the lid on the gel medium. Oh, hello, Diane. I know, they're so cute. It's a limited edition rice paper too. Just because, yeah. We are having to change a few things now because we have so many products. You will receive emails about it closer to the end of the year because we won't be doing any changes fast. Well, they're not really changes. It's just like kind of like the evolution of Scrapbook Fantasies, the family, you know.
Right, sweetie. Do you need back gel?
No, my Deco Podge has formed a bit of a bubble.
Yeah, because you have the lid on for one thing.
Yeah, I know. Dodgy me. Dodgy you.
You like that stuff better, do you?
I just think it's better on the bigger pieces of rice paper you stick down because it dries a little bit faster, which means you can come in and do stamping. Like if you've got time, use the gel medium app. Ah, there we go. There it is. don't leave the lid off your Deco Podge. See? Lessons learned. Okay. Dodgy paintbrush. You can come and use your fingers if you want. It's up to you, but we're just going to come in. Let's put this off to one side. Grab our Deco Podge. Give it a nice even coat on the back of our rice paper here. Once again, we don't want any air bubbles when we stick down our rice paper. There we go. Nice even coat. There we go. One on. Perfect. And then let's come and do our second one. Once again with a nice even coat. Do you think we need a little bit more? What happens when you leave the lid off? Definitely don't suggest. Okay, and then let's grab a bit of this rice paper. And then sticking that down like so. Perfect. Now we just need, get rid of the water off that. Bit of the glue. Stick it down. Especially on those edges, we don't want any air bubbles. Air bubbles are not our friend. Not at all our friends. Right, there we go. There are our rice papers sitting nice and on top. And now, what I want to come and do is I'm just going to heat this really quickly. Just for a few seconds to get it nice and dry. So we just want it touch dry so we can come in and do some stamping. Especially along the edges, not on the faces. Okay, and then we got some white. paint. And I think a bit of this blue here now. This is the metallic bright blue acrylic paint.
So,
And then what we want to do is we just want to mix
that one should be that.
the metallic blue with the white. Look at that. But we're not fully mixing it, so we still get a little few strokes of the dark there. And then we come in and we're just going to paint down these flowers. Now this is going to seem a little bit like, you know, like what on earth is she doing here? It's okay. I have a plan. And it's going to look really cool afterwards. And it's going to kind of extend our flowers from our rice papers. So we're just going around the outside of our rice paper. Not too much in, not too close to the girl's head. Either one. I think I can kind of move you a little bit closer now. Let's see, how's that for size? Be a bit better, can see a bit clearer. One of the brilliant things about our new lighting. Well, they're not new, they're like nearly 6 months old now. Well, I still think of it as new because, you know, we taught for 2 years with the other rig. So let's just come in. This one here. Just moving it a bit up so I get a bit more room with my stamp up here. We're just going to keep coming in and around. Right, and I think that might be enough flowers. There we go. And now what we're going to come and do is we're going to come in and let's just put down a separate paint palette section, a bit of white, a bit of the purple, well, this light purple color, a bit of the, hello Meals, a bit of golden yellow, and reckon, and a bit of this metallic pink. I don't know if I'm going to use it though, the metallic pink. I'm not 100% set on it yet, but we'll see how we go. Okay, and then let's heat our flowers right up and get rid of the glue paintbrush out of our paint water there. So let's just heat this up. Now we come in, looking We want these flowers to be nice and dry. Now, I'm just going to show you one flower and then we'll go through and we'll do them all first. But let me get a few of these types of paintbrushes here. Long, skinny tipped paintbrushes. Okay, so then we want a good one to do some stamping with. Okay. Yes, I think these will be good. Okay, so what we're going to do is let's go for 1 second. Get you nice and close. There we go. So this page here, we're nice and close on there now. So let's come in and just with a teensy bit of water on our paintbrush, we're going to grab our, oh, hello, Bronnie. We're going to grab our purple first. And we're going to do, I think, which flower will be easiest to show you? This, no, that one there's too close to the edge. This one. How about we go down a bit? Here we go. This one here. All right. So we're just going to come in and go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And then after the purple, I'm going to come in with the pink. Just do a couple of mini lines. And then with the gold, just going to do a couple of center spots, and then we do need another paintbrush for the white, because we come in and we grab a teensy bit of white. Go over, 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 and then, oh, and then over top of this one here too. Okay. And then we grab the white. Something like that. And then we'll come and do a black outline around the edge of our flower. So let's just lift that up and we'll come and do it to all of our flowers. So just a little bit high so you can see all of the flowers. There we go. And then let's come in and do it. So let's just put that one in there for the moment and that one in there for the moment. So then they get a bit of a washout while we come and do all of our purple first, because the purple was the first step. So let's come and grab our purple. All of ours, we're either going to do 1 or 2 tips. And we want these to kind of be nice, thin lines. Once it's down, it's down. They don't have to be perfect or straight. Just coming in. Not forgetting any of our flowers. Oh, okay, cool. So good. So let's keep coming in. And around. It looks a bit messy now, doesn't it? Oops. I promise it will look less messy after we finish the outlines of our flowers. So then, okay, and we've just got one more flower left to go. So just with our normal flower stamp number 2, we're doing this with. That was our background, and that was the purple. Oh, hello, Karen. Oh, I'll look into that for you, Karen. Oh, thank you, Diane. Right, okay. I'll look into that one for you, Karen. It's odd. Okay. Tech team is on it, as they say. Okay, so let's come in and do our small little dashes now. So just there we go. Okay, and then there we go. Okay. Here we are. Is that one? Okay. This is not making much sense, I know. It's just about trusting the process. Okay. Okay, and there we go. And then there's that one. And now we go. A few gold. Excellent. And then let's come and do the one. I'm just going to use some of the excess for us. Probably here to get rid of the gold off that type. Oh, cool. I get the Creative Hub notifications in a member, but not the Creative Family ones. Okay. Right. Well, I'll have a look into both of the Karens. How's that sound? That should be easy enough. I can look into that tomorrow. Well, I'll have a look tonight, but I don't know how far I'll get tonight. Might try and tackle the clear head tomorrow morning. Okay, so let's go and do the outside rim first. All these flowers. I am kneeling. Why not? There we go. I can get the detail I want. Okay. We'll go. Look at all of that. So just get coming in. Okay, and just keep coming around. This is to add detail to our stamped flowers and really get them personalized. I think like you can do a lot with this technique. You can make them really your own by how much detail you add. And flower number 2 stamp is just a really good base, you know? I tried out some new stampers that my mom's designed. For an upcoming event. Don't worry, it's not too far away, and they are amazing. One more edge lot. Right, and then let's come and do the white dots in the center. Okay, we might do it with a bit more of a thinner paintbrush edge, the one that we may have used with the golden yellow. Okay, just do one there. 3, so it just depends on the flower how many you do. Okay, there we go. And now let's just dry this up so then we can come and do the outline around those flowers. Just coming in and drying them a little bit. The center dots don't have to be dried, just the outside bit that does. And where is our paint pen markers? Oh, perfect. Right, and then with our fine paint pen, let's come in and go like this. Okay, and remembering not to go through any wet paint. That is key to this process. 1 second, I've got a bit of wet white paint there. Back to being all good. Excellent. Just coming in and doing a bit of a line there. Okay, and then This one, yep. I missed a file on the right hand side of the page. Left, right. Where? Oh, I did. Could pick up Bronny. Oh my gosh. Let it dry while I come in and do the rest of my flowers. Okay. Then let's keep going around the page. Okay. Obviously the rice paper is still a little bit wet there, but we'll just for a minute. We might switch out pens because I've ran that through. Wet rice paper. There we go. So we are giving them a fairly wide border too. It's not like right on the edge. Mm. And then come and do these two. Okay, and then ready. Oh, okay. And now I think we're going to do is we're just going to come in. Put a little bit of this dark blue along the edges. second. I think we just need a bit more blue. Okay. And then maybe just a few toy stenciled white dragonflies. That one's a bit wet. Let's use this one here and cut off the hard bit of that. There we go. So the other side, that sponge earlier, getting a bit of that white down. Bring up, and we don't want too many of these ones, but we just want a few there. A few there. Not to like cover the girls up, but just to bring in those dragonflies a bit more. Go. And a few dragonflies. Oh, dearing me. It's mixing with some brown that I had in the palette. A few dragonflies here. And a few dragonflies down here. And I think we just need a few flicks of the golden yellow, and then I reckon we'll be done. So let's grab our fan brush and some of this golden yellow metallic paint, and oh my gosh, did that white get there? 1 second. Okay, get rid of the white dots that she has on her face there and on her mouth. All fixed. Okay. Bit of water. And then brush those ones out. Now what I think we need is to grab this paintbrush here with that golden yellow just come in. Because it's a metallic, it goes, once you add a bit of water to it, it goes really pale and basically translucent. There we go. Actually, we need a few more of these down here, I think. And then I think we'll be all good. Thanks, Di. I love the out of the metallic, yes. We go. Oh, thank you so much. Oh! Right, I forgot another flower. Gosh. Okay. And there we go. And there is our 2 pages. Let me bring you a bit closer to them. And there you go. Our 2 limited edition girls. The mixed media bundle will go up for this. So we'll have the stencil, the stamp, and the 2 rice papers by the end of the week. But yeah, there you go. There is our flower girls. Thank you for coming. We don't have a Friday Night Live this week, but we do have our 2 weekly classes in the Creative Hub. And we do have a Technique Thursday, like always, where I don't know if you saw the reel before class with the Monday adventure, but it's going to be how to peel skins out of your palettes. So that should be fun, and lots more videos, and maybe just a little bit of new product that you'll get to see along the way. But thank you for coming. And if you are in Brisbane, we look forward to seeing you on the weekend. If not, keep track of our socials because there's plenty to see. But thank you for coming, and we shall see you throughout the week. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Night.